A Yorkshire Childhood, Chapter 72, Final Chapter, entitled Serendipity. Josh's leg. His legs were hurting from all the exercise, and he walked along the path slowly. He was lost in a daydream, and he kicked at the fallen leaves that had fallen from the trees. It was like walking on a carpet. It was so soft. Josh kicked at a big fat leaf, which was laying in front of him. A bright glint of something shiny caught his eye, like a crumpled silver paper wrapper. He bent down and picked it up, and to his amazement, it was a watch. It looked well made, and even though he knew little about watches, he could tell that it wasn't a cheap one. He tried it on, and it fit perfectly. I'll have to show this to Tom, he thought, and he decided to head home quickly to ask his opinion. Tom came out of his garage, covered in oil as usual. "Hi, Josh," he said. "Have you had a good day?" "It's been good, Dad," he said excitedly, "but guess what I've found?" he said as he flashed the watch towards him. "I also met a girl," he added, out of breath. Tom peered forward, inspecting it. "I'll be damned," he exclaimed as the watch ticked. "It's a Rolex," Tom said loudly, quite amazed. "What's that?" Josh asked in all innocence. "Only the best, most expensive watch in the world," Tom said grandly, and he wasn't far off the mark. He inspected it closely. He was fascinated by the beauty and intricacy of it. It was a work of art. "Should I hand it in, Dad?" said Josh, always thinking of other people. "In a way you should," said Tom, "but how can they prove it was theirs? I know it's wrong, but I think you should keep it, a gift from nature," he added cheekily. Serendipity. Josh was amazed that Tom would think that way. He was not the only one who had been changed by the events of the past few weeks. "This world don't reward kindness," said Tom. "It's cold and it's brutal, and it's just one big competition. It's the survival of the fittest." "You remember that when you're at school tomorrow," he said, "son," passionately. "You have to strive for everything, but don't get ahead by stepping on people. Always try to be kind and polite." Josh nodded and he put the watch back on, and it fit perfectly. Tom knew he would always be kind. It was in his nature. But he needed Josh to toughen up to the ways of the world. The fairy tale was over, and reality was knocking at his door. Josh fell asleep that night, watching the handles move on the slow, hypnotic ticking away of his childhood's end.